Muy buenas a todos, parece que nos vamos a... Por fin a Inazuma. He empezado a seguir la grabación porque... si no empezaba, os perdíais esto. Te montas en este barco enorme que ha despegado. No me ha dado tiempo.
Oh, hi there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored.
Shush! You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
Lo simpático es que si te toca Thomas, como me tocó a mí antes de llegar a Inazuma, no lo puedes subir de nivel ni puedes jugar con él porque no tienes los objetos que crecen en Inazuma. Tonterías.
With any luck, Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But
no need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sick.
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what.
Fair seas, Captain.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered.
Kind of thought we were supposed to be keeping things.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Somos inmigrantes ilegales. Nos van a meter en la cárcel. Nos van a meter en la cárcel.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma.
Okay,
You
no.
must be
Vale.
new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Vamos a negociar con Pino y
Currently,
Minerales.
only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export. My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh.
I just wanted to...
I see. Okay. Your paper...
So,
The Outlander Affairs Agency, they only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have...
Ay, cuánta burocracia hay.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. Now, let's head over to the outlet.
Pero tío, ¿cuántas veces nos van a registrar aquí? Esto es una locura. A ver el mapa. Oh, que hay que activar las torres estas. Y a ver cómo de lejos estamos. A ver. Wow, estamos lejísimos. Y aquí están... Wow, todo esto es... Isla Narukami. Me pregunto si son japoneses o son chinos. La verdad es que no. Wow, pues un buen trozo este del juego. Vale, pues nada, continuamos. A ver. Investigar. Vamos a ver a dónde tenemos que ir. A la V. Wow, la verdad es que está esto muy chulo. Uf, este ha comido mucho. Yegor. Ha comido bastante. Vamos a ver. Yurika. Aparto el ratón. Wow, está muy interesante esto. La verdad es que hacía tiempo que quería llegar a Inazuma.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million.
2 millones de moras, ¿pero qué somos?
Million for a president.
Wow, nos van a timar. ¿Qué es esto?
That's
Madre de Dios.
1 million per applicant, which makes 2
Bueno, yo tengo 2
million.
millones. Tengo como 20 millones
You can
realmente.
trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find
Somos los dos
one
rubitos.
face
Lo que pasa es que soy más
recognize.
pequeño.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce
Ay,
it
qué ofertón.
to 400,000.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
Uy, uy, uy,
Is
uy.
that how you haggle? By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Le gusta el toma este, le gusta a esta chica.
Much obliged.
Me pregunto cómo serán las relaciones en Japón, la verdad. Por lo que he visto en el vídeo este de Jordi Wild, con este señor, no me acuerdo cómo se llamaba, que vivía en Japón, las relaciones entre japoneses son bastante diferentes a las occidentales.
2 million down to 600?
Creo que tiene que ver con algo más que con el dinero. Claro, Paimon, es que no lo entiendes.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make.
Corrupción,
So it
corrupción.
becomes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets
O sea, no sé
stuck
cuánto
here
tiempo llevo
and needs to
grabando.
apply for residency.
Puf, tendría que mirarlo. Ay,
Exactly.
¿y cómo lo
It's
miro?
at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
No, no, aquí no me deja mirarlo. Bueno, da igual, no pasa nada. Yo creo que llevamos unos 10 minutos. Hay 50 corto. No, hay 50 no, hay 45. Si empezaba a las 5. Nada, da igual.
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on retail. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Entiendo que la Shogun Raiden esta es como el siguiente boss que vamos a tener, por eso nos hablan tanto
so
de
this is the
él.
real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a... I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say
La verdad es que
you won't
tampoco
have
quiero
to
seguir
go
mucho
to
con la historia
Shogun one day after
principal.
lunch.
Eso me gustaría dejarlo para otro vídeo.
And is
Ahora me gustaría explorar las flores que necesito e intentar derrotar al boss.
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know...
Really? Wow.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. How connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone in...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind.
Croc, ha dicho crook. No sé cómo es estafador en inglés, no sé.
As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly... Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult.
Scammer, pero eso es como...
So just go and check things
No
out.
sé.
See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association
Sí,
is called
sí,
Chris.
qué pesado eres,
He's a good
Thomas.
friend of mine.
Thomas,
Talk
eres
to
muy
him.
pesado.
I'll bring you here.
Ya está, Thomas. Ya no me cuentas nada más. Oh, todavía tengo que seguir una misión principal. Ve a la Cámara de Comercio Internacional y pregunta a sus miembros sobre su situación. Un punto de... Ah, es este sitio. Lo bueno de este juego, cuando te alejas, te dicen lo que es.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the inner... Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that...
Yes. Left, right, and center. Ups.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things...
But it's not the root cause of our woes. No. What's really squeezing us out those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo...
Oh, of the 3 commissions...
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow.
Something
Ojalá
that
tenga
most
alguna y no
of the
tenga que hacer la
association had
misión.
never heard of before either.
A lo mejor solamente está en esta isla.
One of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Isn't there...
Exactly. So this
Monopolio.
vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree... It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our tax... We've tried communicating, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot.
Por cierto, Fontaine ya existe. Es decir, si sigo jugando a este juego, llegaremos a Fontaine un día.
But Chris is the head of the association, and even...
Right, and besides...
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other...
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting.
Well, it definitely sounds like...
Hey, that's a pretty good idea.
Qué largos son los diálogos. Creo que llevamos ya 4 minutos con este señor. Encuentra... Uy, perdón. Encuentra al comerciante que hace contrabando. Pero, ¿puedo dejar la misión principal por un momento?
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? Haha, very funny. Real fit. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like, trade secret, got it? You know what trade...
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what... They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's...
¿Aquí qué hay? Zanahoria, repollo. Pero es que no me dejan negociar todavía con esta gente, porque ni siquiera me sale en el mapa. Ay, no, pero yo no quiero ver cómo va el negocio. Me da igual cómo va el negocio. Yo quiero comprar. Son todo tiendas. Son todo tiendas, pues no puedo comprar. Que tengo... A ver. Esto no sé lo que es. No, esto no. Aquí no me salen las moras. ¿Cuánta resina tengo? 40 de resina. 60, 2400. Está bien. No me he gastado ni una. ¿Qué te iba a decir? ¿Cuántas moras tengo? Es que no me acuerdo cómo verlo. Vamos a ver, toma, ¿qué me quieres?
That was quick.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help it. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the inn.
Huh. You're saying he used to be...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time with the...
So he left the association.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most
Really? Is that...
Well then, it sounds like you may have...
Pues qué pesados. No quiero hacer más misiones, quiero explorar. Pero... me refiero. Ah, ya está. Qué pesadilla. ¿Dónde está la estatua de los 7? Ya está, por fin puedo explorar. Por fin puedo explorar. Oh, la verdad es que esto está muy bonito. ¿La cámara es que está dentro? No. Ah, no, está ahí. Ah, claro, y esto tendrá sus propios electrolitos de estos. Uf, es que tendré que pillarlos todos. ¡Wow! Aquí parece que no hay flores de estas. Las que yo necesito. Oh. Vamos a ver qué hay aquí. A ver, no brilla cuando le doy a la V, qué pena. Ah, no puedo explorar todavía la isla. Qué pena. ¿Me van a meter en la cárcel? No. Bueno, pues yo creo que voy a dejar aquí el capítulo, que ya que hemos llegado ahí Inazuma. Y bueno, aquí lo voy a dejar. Hasta luego. Gracias por ver.